Damn, son, where'd you find this?
Well, I don't want to bother you, but there's something to say that I want you to hear. It's hard when you're far, I forget when you're near. And I'd rather be 2 inches from your face than floating about in a different state. I don't wanna bother you, but there's something to say. I don't wanna bother you, but there's something to say that I want you to hear. It might be some time before we reappear, and I'll see you when I see you, sure. But it's hard not to want just a little bit more. I don't wanna bother you, there's something to say. And you're giving me everything I ever wanted. I wanna be scared, and I wanna be haunted. Judgment impaired by despair as I fall on my face. Oh, I'm a disgrace. Bother you, but there's something to say that I want you to know. Hello and goodbye and hello. Sometimes it's like I made you up. One more word and then I'll shut up. Something to say, and you're giving me everything I ever wanted. I wanna be scared, and I wanna be haunted. Judgment impaired by despair as I fall on my face. And you're giving me everything I ever wanted. Scared, and I wanna be haunted. Judgment impaired by your hair as it falls on my face. Oh, you're a disgrace. Thank you so much. How is the weather in Seattle? You guys can't answer, this is a trick question. It's beautiful here. I hope it's not raining there. You ready? Did you ever find a place to be? Did you ever find a place to believe? Did you ever find a place to be? Did you ever find a place to believe? Haven't you all in? Haven't you all in? Did you ever find to be me. Taxi, you turned off the TV and read me a book on your phone. Here's the return of your skeleton key. Oh baby, the places we've gone. If that was goodbye, then I must be high. You know I'll be seeing you soon. If that was goodbye, here the snow in July as it hailed in the middle of June. Give me your toothpaste, give me your ointment, give me your body in bed. Keep this in amber, keep our appointment. Remember the things that we said. If that was goodbye, then I must be high, and you must be the sugar I need. If that was goodbye, then I am a fly, and the future is guaranteed. 'Cause when I'm with you, everything's treasure. I forget what it's like to be gone. I'm far from the town in the suburbs of your pleasure. I've been in exile so long. I try not to stare at the sun. I try not to stare at the sun. I try not to stare at the sun. Cooperative coffee and synchronized showers. I try not to look the clock. Goodbye to your castle, away from the tower, and drop me a line from the dark. If that was goodbye, then you must be high. Maybe I'm losing the thread. If that was goodbye, the sea has run dry, so I'm filling with tears instead. 'Cause when I'm with you, everything's treasure. I forget what it's like to be gone. I'm far from the town in the suburbs of your pleasure. I've been in exile so long. I try not to stare at the sun. I try not to stare at the sun. I try not to stare at the sun. Treasure, I forget what it's like to be gone. I'm far from the town in the suburbs of your pleasure. I've been in exile so long. I try not to stare at the sun. I try not to stare at the sun. I try not to stare at the sun. Thank you. There's nothing that we like more than playing at 12 noon. The only thing that we like better than playing at 12 noon is playing in a church at 12 noon. So we couldn't be happier to be here. This is called My Own World. Watching the TV and minding my diet. Oh, I moved from my desk onto my treadmill, and I tried to move mountains or nothing taking my pulse and writing a diary, looking at foods for their dates of expiry, and quietly checking corners of rooms, and then coming back in and checking again. A noise in the distance, a rumble, a murmur, some little earthquake upsets terra firma. Checking my rear view, and everything ancient is suddenly brand new. Cliches have taken on a shocking new meaning, but the snows have come back and are decently cleaning. So what do you want to interrupt me for, girl? Leave me in my world, world. Of a girl with the same hair, I posed next to her, I was copping a smile. Made a great photo, but I never thought I'd see her again, and I didn't really want to ever see her again. You went alone on the train, it was hard to imagine you carrying her back on your own. I can't believe you brought her back for me. That day was supposed to be like spring break, but it was dark and cool, and the sand felt all dirty and gritty under our shoes. I brought my camera and have a shot of us, you and that guy who died down in Philly on the beach. The cyclone made you sick. It was a similar sort of trip. At the time we took the tram down to Roosevelt Island, you made me feel like I was more like you than like me, and I like that. We even went uptown to score, sat on a bench on that designated corner where we didn't have cell phones, and we waited for our man, and then we jumped on the subway, and we went back downtown. It always kicks in, it always kicks in, it sets your mind, something about the motion. It sets your mind, sets your mind. It's hard to convince yourself that it'll be better outside. It doesn't seem like anything could be better used to hate. The sound of his voice and the sound of his giggle, it makes me want to be his friend again. And it goes, and it goes. Sets your mind, something about the motion. It sets your mind, sets your mind. It's hard to convince yourself that it'll be better outside. It doesn't seem like anything could be better than that, riding that train. And then you step outside in the sunshine. You can't believe you would ever go underground. No, that's crazy. Thank you. I don't know if anyone has painted a picture. Those of you listening in Seattle and elsewhere, we're in a church. We are on the altar, and we're standing on a marble tiled floor, which I noticed Michael Rosen, who's playing the Wurlitzer and the Nomad organ, as he went to hit one of his pedals, it slid away. So that's our excuse for any mistakes. It's very slippery up here. And I'd like to introduce the rest of the band. We've got Malcolm Perkins playing the guitar, Cassandra Jenkins playing the bass, Noah Hecht is playing the drums, and I already said Michael. We're going to play a few more songs. This is called Other Boys. The blonde who's in a band with her twin, gives you a lift and idles the engine, leans over and tells you how it's gonna be. Know about her? Does she know about me? Oh, that long tall pony with the thick dark mane, 14 hands, 4,000 names. You share her feed at the compound trough and climb back on when she throws you off. There are other boys too. There are other boys too. There are other boys too. But don't let it worry you. And that spider you kissed in her stairwell, demonstrates acoustics to ne'er-do-wells. then spins her web and sells her spells to others in her clientele. And the chick writes songs and then insists on playing them, yes. She's persistent. How could any man resist a girl with such a big set list? And the one you whisper to when you call her, she's taller than a basketballer. Saw you both on deck before the wreck. You'll either drown or crick your neck. There are other boys too. There are other boys too. There are other boys too. But don't let it worry you. And that sometime star a stage and screen, who had a bit part in a film back in her teens. No, I'm not saying she wasn't great. Perhaps she planned to be upstaged by the Empire State. And the one who smokes your cigarettes, yeah, she might pose the biggest threat yet. When no one else can intercede, she's got the stuff you think you need. I've seen them come and I've seen them go through the big swing doors at the old chateau. When they quit calling and texting and knocking, I will be there for the lock-in. There are other girls you've seen. There are other girls you've seen. There are other girls you've seen, but I don't let it. There are other boys too. There are other boys too. There are other boys too, but don't let it worry you. Thank you. It's always fun to make up new vocal melodies when you're live on the radio. I love doing that. Screwing everybody up. We're going to play 2 more songs. This is called Echo or Encore. You all around me, envelop me in sound, smother me, pummel me, cover me, humble me, with silence, with noise, with your song and your voice. I adore you as before, your echo or your encore. I adore you as
to crawl inside you, where every whisper's death. Inside your echo chamber, surrender to the breath. Wrap yourself around me and play me just one more. I adore you as before, your echo or your encore. I adore you as before, your echo or your encore. I adore you as before, your echo or your encore. On the barn's red roof, and as the shepherd sang, the skylight got battered above us as proof. And I sang the shepherd's song, and the rain still didn't stop. It only keeps us guessing, missing, mussing, fussing till you drop and go. You're a ghost. Everything you said here is set in stone. Well, you go, and you go, and everything I sing here is set in stone. I adore you as before, your echo or your encore. I adore you as before, your echo or your encore. I adore you as before, your echo or your encore. I adore you as before, your echo or your encore.
Thank you.
No, I do my best thinking when I'm flying down the bridge. I'm humming to myself and kicking up my kicks. I'm jiggling all around, half afraid for my life. I hope I don't crash like that night last summer, or back when the bridge was just a wooden path. Oh, I'm bouncing around like he said it was 1956. Mistakes. I thought he learned from my mistakes. I thought she'd give me the right advice. I thought he'd let me in for one last time. The plague's right around like an old-timey movie. Two type of shorts, then vice coat, pull me down. She's got kind of a native vibe before that was so cool. She's got kind of a native vibe before I even knew who was who. And he's ignoring me like it's 2001. Oh, I keep time traveling if it doesn't get better on the second time around. Oh, I keep time traveling if it doesn't get better on the second time around. Oh, wow, I thought he learned from my mistakes. I thought he learned from my mistakes. I thought she'd give me the right advice. I thought he let me in for one last time. Say my bed on the day the high street. Followed me in his car, Long Park, not Avenue, but the one in Brooklyn on an early Sunday morning. I was carrying an umbrella and talking on the phone. My mom said run, and I ran. I crashed on Baker, cut my head in eyes. The ambulance was called by a guy, his friend called Guru. They were visiting from California, and I swear they saved my life. I thought I learned from my mistakes. I thought he learned from my mistakes. I thought she'd give me the right advice, and I thought he let me in for one last time. I thought he learned from my mistakes. I thought he learned from my mistakes. I thought she'd give me the right advice. I thought he let me in for one last time. She gave me the right advice, and I thought he let me in for one last time. I thought he learned from my mistakes. I thought he learned from my mistakes, and I thought she'd give it to me.
Thank you so much, KXP. Thank you, Seattle. And thank you, New York City. Thank you.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?